Hey folks, thanks for stopping in for a deeper look into Thursday's read. We'll be focusing on Luke chapter 8, and this portion, part 1, we're going to focus on 26 through 31. So verse 26, Jesus lands the ship at the land of the Gadarenes, okay, and that's the southeast corner of the Sea of Galilee where this is located at. So the guy's there, he comes off the boat, there's the demon-possessed guy there, and we have going to run down through some reference scriptures and just kind of bounce back into the read. Mark 5, 4 and 5, okay, neither could any tame him. It talks a little bit about the fetters and the chains, okay, and that he was crying and cutting himself with stones. All right, so you see here how the demons are abusive to humans. They hate us. They want to destroy us. Was it Malachi 3:3? It talks about making humans stew. Okay, so yeah, they don't like us at all. They don't like that we are the image of God is really what sends them over the edge, okay? So we have that going on. And in James, you know, they says, Jesus, what are we supposed to do? They call him the Son of God, the Most High, okay? In James 2:19, it talks about, thou believest that there is one God, you know, and thou doest well. That's a good, okay, to believe in the Lord, to have faith in the Lord. The devils also believe and tremble, okay? They know who he is, all right? And they're terrified of him because they know that he holds all authority, all right? Hebrews, and why? Why? Hebrews 10:31, it is a fearful thing to fall into the hands of a living God. Jesus come off that boat, and they just had to go over and get in his face. You know, what are you doing here? What are we going to do with you? And he's like, hey, y'all coming out. You know, who are you? You know, back in that time, they believed that you had to know the demon that you were dealing with to do battle with them, okay? So that was kind of, you know, just the customary thing there, right? So Jesus asked them, what's your name there, okay, coming over into this land? He said, Legion. We're Legion, more of a description. A legion of soldiers is 6,000 soldiers, all right? So you kind of see this passive aggressive. They want to get in Jesus' face, but yet they pull back because here they're going to say, well, please don't send us into the deep, all right? Which would be the bottomless pit. In the Greek, it's called abuso, and we call it the abyss, and then it refers to the bottomless pit, and they don't want to be sent there before their time. In Revelations 9:11, it talks about the bottomless pit. When the demons come up out of there, okay, and it's talking about, you know, like the scorpion's tails and the things like that, and they'll afflict men for 5 months, and men will wish that they could die, and they can't. You know, that's where they're coming out of. So the abyss, where does the abyss go? Where's the bottomless pit end? Revelations 20:10, and the devil that deceived them was cast into the lake of fire and brimstone, where the beast and the false prophets are, and shall be tormented day and night forever and ever. Okay, this is post-millennial reign there, okay, when Satan gets thrown in after the millennium, after he comes in and does this final temptation from the people that were born into the millennial reign of Jesus, and you know, they are going to get tempted and test their free will as well. All right, so that's what that's talking about, okay? So how does this fit in for normal people, okay? Revelations 20:14, and death and hell were cast into the lake of fire. This is the second death. We talked about when our mortal bodies die, that's the first death, okay? You do not want to be part of the second death, okay? This is real stuff that we're talking about here, okay? So you got to believe in Jesus, all right? That he is who he says he is. And, you know, have some fruit as life goes on, you know, develop some spiritual fruit, okay? That believing in Jesus is your first step. You want to keep some fruit growing there, folks, okay? As you go on down the road. And Matthew talks about let me read this to you. Matthew 16:18. Upon this rock I shall build my church, okay? The rock that he built the church on isn't Peter, okay? Jesus is the chief cornerstone. Jesus is the rock of our salvation, okay? And that is the foundation for our beliefs. That is the foundation of his body, okay? The church, okay? And the gates of hell shall not prevail. We are not going to experience that second death as believers in Jesus Christ, okay? So that's not going to prevail on us. All right, folks. That takes us down to verse 31. Verses 32 and 33, I touched on them a couple weeks ago in the deeper look that was titled Throughout the Land. We talked about the territorialism of demons. All right. Thanks for stopping in, and tune back in for part 2 of this deeper look. Talk to you then. Bye now.